Proctor. Thank you for being with me here today. We're going to be talking about lead generation, the best ways to generate high quality leads without spending a fortune. So again, I'm real estate coach Craig Proctor. Thank you for being with me. When it comes to lead generation, I know a thing or two about it. I've probably generated more leads than 99% of real estate agents in North America. As many of you know, within 3 years of getting my license, I was named the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world for commissions earned. So I was able to figure out very quickly in my real estate career how to get buyers and sellers contacting me. We call this reverse prospecting. So I, did not know this when I got my license. I did all the hard things, the difficult things. I made the same mistake that most of you are making, like copying all the other agents. I was told to go out there and knock on doors, make cold calls, spend money on expensive image ads, promoting how great I was, even though I wasn't, promoting the fact that I'm #1, even though I'm not. I was failing in that first year as a realtor because I had no understanding of how to get in front of high quality buyers and sellers. And today it's even worse because they're still teaching you old school techniques, but they're also telling you to go out and buy your leads. So how many of you right now are spending a fortune buying your leads from Zillow or Realtor, or paying crazy referral fees, paying 25, 30, 35%. Look, this is the way you should be thinking about this. You can refer business to yourself, right? People ask, well, how much should I spend on marketing and advertising? Look, if any realtor sent you a referral, if they said, hey, I want to refer you a seller, they want to list their house, typically you would pay 25%. You would do that, right? So if it's a $10,000 commission, you would pay $2,500 in the form of a referral fee. Well, you can generate leads to yourself. You can refer business to yourself for way less than $2,500 per $10,000 commission check. So that's what I discovered in my second year of selling real estate, and ended up making millions of dollars every year, selling over 500 homes, because I became good at really one thing, which was lead generation. Now, because I didn't have any money, I had to figure out how to do this inexpensively, right? So I was forced to be very innovative. I was forced to figure out what are the best ways to generate not any old kind of leads, good leads, okay? These leads that you're buying from Zillow or Realtor or wherever if you're buying your leads, let's face it, they're not very good leads. I know, you tell me that. They're not very good leads. At best, they're scraped information, right? Not everybody that goes to Zillow is interested in buying a house. Plus, these leads are being sold to you and a bunch of other agents as well. When you call them, you complain, well, they don't answer the phone, right? They don't answer the phone, or I'm an unwanted phone call. They don't want to hear from me. Prospects pursued run away, right? If you're pursuing them, if you're chasing them, you're positioned poorly. What I want to talk about today is I want to talk about, instead of you chasing, you chasing them, I want to reverse the prospecting equation here. I want to show you how to flip it around so the prospects are chasing you instead of you chasing them. I call this my automatic reverse prospecting system. So let's start off with some of the really inexpensive ways to get your message out there, okay, to make your offer. And then the other thing we want to talk about is, what is your offer? Because if you don't have a good offer, it doesn't matter where you're advertising, right? I have realtors say to me, well, direct mail doesn't work, or Facebook doesn't work, or Google doesn't work. Yeah, if you've got a poor offer, none of it's going to work. Like, the job of the postcard or the direct mail is to get delivered, right? That's the job of the direct mail. If your direct mail is getting delivered and you're not getting a response, then it's your offer. So today we'll talk about what some of the good offers are. For example, if your offer to buyers is, I can get you information on homes, they can do that on their own. If your offer to buyers, I'm a great negotiator, they can go right to the listing agent now. They can go directly to the listing agent, negotiate 2 or 3% off. They don't think they need you, right? That's why they're doing as much of the searching on their own. Okay, they're not searching for a real estate agent. The number one thing that buyers want are houses. And what the buyers believe is that they can go around the real estate agent and they can get all the information on all the houses. They can go directly to the listing agent. They can do their negotiating there. Some buyers also fear, well, if I use a realtor, the realtor is going to steer me to different properties, right? A real estate agent may not show me some houses where the commission may not be as high as with other properties. So buyers are fearful that they might miss out on a property if they work with a real estate agent. Look, I'm just saying this is what the buyers are thinking. Now, we know that the buyer would be better if we were representing them. But if we talk to the buyer about representation, you've tried that, right? Well, we're going to represent you. It's not that that's not true, but unfortunately, the buyers see little value in our representation, right? They believe they're better off to go out and do most of the groundwork on their own. So with marketing, we have to offer what it is the prospects want. Okay, that's marketing 101. We have to understand what is it that the buyers and sellers really want. That's our offer. And then how do we deliver that offer? What media do we use to deliver this offer that buyers and sellers really want without breaking the bank? Okay, so that was my situation, and it should be something all of you are focused on. Whether you have a lot of money or you don't, you should be focused on how do I generate the most closings? Forget leads, forget appointments, the most closings while spending the least amount of money. And this can be done with smart, modern marketing. So one of the first things I want to talk about is just emailing your list. What if you just emailed the list of contacts that you already have? On your phone, right? You've got contacts. You have people that know you, that like you. Just email your offers for free to your email list. And you should be thinking about how to build your email list. And you do that by offering stuff that buyers and sellers want. You eventually, gradually build your list. It's a free way to generate leads by just emailing your list. Okay, now, Facebook, whether you like it or not, is a really inexpensive way to generate leads. First of all, let's talk about how to generate leads on Facebook for free. The first thing that all of you probably have by now, or you should have, is your personal page, your personal Facebook page set up. So these are the people that know you, that like you. So you should be posting your offers on your personal Facebook page. Also, you can use Facebook Marketplace. Okay, this is like an online classified section within Facebook. It's actually better than Craigslist because you actually have to identify yourself with your Facebook profile. So we know these leads are like real leads, real people. So the third thing that you can do is you can run inexpensive ads from your business page. So on Facebook, you're going to have a personal page, but you're also going to have a business Facebook page. And you can run inexpensive paid ads from your Facebook business page for a budget of $5 to $10 a day. I suggest $10 a day. You also could use direct mail, but if you're using a postcard, the postcard has two sides. So you should have an arrangement with your affiliates, maybe, for example, your lender, where your lender pays for the postcard and the lender's ad is on one side of the postcard and your ad is on the other side of the postcard. Because, let's face it, if you're referring your buyers to your lender, if your business grows, then the lender's business grows. So get them to participate and cover the costs of printing, right, and mailing out your postcard. So whatever business you get from your direct mail would be free, okay? These are just some of the ideas. It doesn't have to if you did all of this stuff here, the only thing I've mentioned so far that would cost you any money is $10 a day on Facebook. Okay, this is how I built my business. Remember, I had no money, right? I had no money and I knew nothing about marketing. So everything I'm sharing with you here today, I had to acquire. I had to learn how to do that. And then as the money started to come in, as the closings were coming in, because I now understood marketing, I could spend more money. Okay, I could increase my ad spend And, before I knew it, I'm selling 100 homes a year, 200 homes a year, 500 homes a year. See, most of you, you don't really have an expense problem. You've got an income problem, right? I've got to show you how to make a lot of money. Right now, if you don't have a lot of money, there's ways to do it. But once we get this up and working, you will have a lot of closings, and you will see marketing as something that you want to invest in, because everything I teach is trackable. Okay, so what that means is every time I would say, go spend $1 on this, you would know exactly what your return on investment is. A lot of realtors, when they first come to me, they're concerned about, well, what would my ad budget be? What do I have to spend on advertising and marketing? You see, they see advertising and marketing as an expense. And the reason they see it as an expense is because marketing and advertising has never really worked well for them. They've never really gotten a good return on investment. But that's not what we're talking about here, folks. Now, what I did, I created a free report here for you. I will give this to you so you can get started. It's called How to Reverse the Prospecting Process so Prospects Start Chasing You versus You Chasing Them. Okay? No strings attached. I will offer this to you if you hang with me till the end of our training session. And I think we've got about 7 or 8 pages. I'll show you all the stuff we've got here. The first page is we talk about how to reverse the prospecting process so prospects are chasing you. I then take you through the traditional way of marketing, all the stuff we're told to do. You can see it there: cold calling, door knocking, chasing FSBOs, expireds, all the stuff that we've been told to do. I'll teach you why that doesn't really work. I mean, first of all, we don't want to be doing what everybody else is doing anyway, right? The name of the game is to set yourself apart from all the other realtors. If you're chasing expired and FSBOs and you're just doing the same as everybody else. You're never going to make the millions of dollars in real estate doing all the old school stuff they teach you. What's wrong with advertising your listings? Okay, let's talk about that because that's a good one. What we're told to do, right, is advertise your listing. Get a listing, work your tail off, get yourself a listing and advertise the listing. The problem when you're advertising your listing is your listing has tiny, narrow appeal, right? What do they teach us to do? Well, advertise the fact that it's a 3-bedroom, it's a 2-story, talk all about the house. They teach you to sell what you have. Okay, and really what we want to do is we want to call out to what it is that people want. We want to offer what it is that buyers want, not be talking about what we have. Because here's what happens. No matter how awesome this listing is, most of the buyers that call you, the sign calls, the ad calls you get, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but most of the inquiries you get about your listings, they tell you, oh, that house is too big or too small, right? You're telling them about the property. It's 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, whatever. And they say, oh, thanks, but no thanks. That house is too big. It's too small. It's in the wrong location. It's too much money or whatever. And then the buyer tries to get off the phone, right? Are you with me? Now, in the beginning, that's exactly what happened. The buyers would call me, tell me why the property's too big, too small, wrong location, too much money or whatever, and they'd immediately get off the phone. And then I wise up and I realize, okay, the buyers hardly ever buy the property they're calling about. The property is a good way to get the buyer to call me, but once they get the information on the property, they hardly ever buy it. They disqualify the property. And when they disqualify the property, unfortunately, they try to disqualify you and I. So what did we learn to do? What they taught us to do is to be a master at call conversion. So the lead comes in, I tell them about the property, they tell me it's not the right home for them, too big, too small, whatever, and they're about to hang up, except for now I say, well, what are you looking for, right? That's what you say. Well, what are you looking for? And they tell you, hopefully they tell you what they're looking for, and then what do? You tell them about properties that would match their criteria. Now, the properties that would match their criteria aren't necessarily properties that you have listed. They may not even be properties listed with your brokerage, right? You're probably telling the buyer about homes that match their criteria that are listed on MLS, if there are any, if you can find any in today's market that actually match their criteria. So, talk about a bait and switch, right? That's what they're teaching us to do. Advertise your listing, even though you know most of the people that inquire about the property are not going to buy it. Find out what they're looking for and then switch them on to a different property that might match their criteria. Okay, that's the game we play. Now, think about this. That property, that I don't care how amazing that listing is, it has tiny, narrow appeal. What you want to do is you want to offer something that has massive appeal. So instead of advertising a home, advertise a list of homes in a certain category. It may be a list of properties in a high demand area, like Glenway Estates. Free list of golf course homes on Glenway Estates. It might be a list of fixer-upper properties, right? It might be a list of distress sales. Okay, it might be a list of properties for first-time buyers. So I want you to think about what's in demand in my marketplace. Not what I've got, what is it that the buyers and sellers really want. Let's learn to offer that. The number one mistake that you're making with your marketing, I don't have to ask, I know, is your offer. If you've got the right offer, buyers and sellers will come to you in droves. Okay, they will. And that's 90% of the battle. Once you have buyers and sellers chasing you, you've got the luxury of choice. First of all, you don't have to worry about chasing them. You don't have to worry about, they won't pick up the phone. Great, get them to call you. You know the way phones are set up today. If you're not in my contact list, you can call me all you want. My phone's not going to ring because my phone is set up that only prospects that are in my contact list, my phone's only going to ring then. So you can call prospects all you want. You can pester them, you can call them, or you can learn smart modern marketing. You can understand what it is that buyers and sellers want, make an outstanding offer, and have them calling you. When you get more buyers and sellers contacting you than you can possibly work with, bingo! Now you've got what I call the power of choice. Let's face it, some buyers are better than other buyers. Some sellers are better than other sellers. In fact, some buyers and sellers are a total drag, right? They fight you all the way through the transaction. They lie to you. They're hassle. They ruin your mojo, right? How do you feel after a long, hard day of working with a poorly qualified prospect? Someone that disrespects you, they fight you all the way through the transaction. Not only does that have a negative impact on your income, it has a negative impact on your mood. You walk in the door when you get home, even the dog knows something's wrong, right? It's like, don't do that, folks. Get up every day and have the luxury of choice. Be able to choose, pick and choose who you want to work with. I mean, if this was true, tell me you wouldn't do that. If every morning you woke up and you had this abundance of business that I'm talking about, you had more buyers and sellers coming into your business every day, and you realized, I can't work with them all, you would do that, right? You would say, since I can't work with them all, I'm going to choose to work with the most motivated, the most sincere, and the most ready to act buyers and sellers in my database. That's how you make a lot of money in real estate, folks. Remember, in my third year of selling real estate, I was named the #1 RE/MAX agent in the entire world. Was I the most experienced realtor within 36 months? I don't think so. But I was the best marketer. You see, marketing will solve all your problems, folks. It did for me. I knew nothing about selling real estate. When I got my license, I had never sold anything in my life. Okay, I'd never taken any marketing. I had to learn all of this to survive because I was failing as a real estate agent in my first year, and I didn't want to fail, so I wanted to figure it out. And what am I doing here today? I'm just sharing with you what I learned. Yep, in year 1, I did it all. Door knocking, cold calling, sitting in open houses, chasing FSBOs, expireds, doing floor time, all the crap they taught you to do, that's what I was doing. So next here in our report, I talk about, so what is it that prospects want? What is it that they really want? Like, you can't give it to them unless you know what it is that they want. Right now, if I had to look at some of your marketing, you're making offers, but they're not offers that people want. How do we know that? Because they're not calling you. If you're not generating a lot of leads, if you don't have a lot of inbound phone calls, okay, people coming to you, lining up for you, it tells me your offer isn't strong enough. And folks, we can't blame it on the marketplace, right? Well, the pandemic, look, it's the best marketplace for realtors and for sellers in the history of ever. There are more homes selling than ever. There are more offers coming in on properties than ever. Houses have never sold for this at such high prices. If you can't make money in this marketplace, folks, if we can't make money in this marketplace here, what are we waiting for? Okay, so I want to show you. This is what we're going to give you. What is it that prospects want? Okay, sometimes my camera gets a little blurry when I'm doing this, but instead of advertising what you have, instead, you want to advertise what it is that prospects want. And I teach you how to do that. Then, at the end of this, we're going to give you a little report card. Okay, your 5-point marketing report card. Okay, and I want you to rate yourself in all these different areas. And the other thing I want to talk about is what's wrong with just advertising yourself? Well, first of all, that's what everybody does, right? Everybody's advertising themselves. Everybody's advertising, I'm going to work hard, I'm honest, you should trust me, I'm number one. You're not going to separate yourself from the masses just talking about yourself. And besides, nobody cares about us, right? Buyers and sellers don't care about us. They care deeply about what they're most interested in. So how many of you would like to get this free report? If you would like to get this, if you could type into the comments below, free report, okay, free report, I will get this out to you. Okay, if you don't want it, don't do that. But if you're interested in learning how to do what we're talking about today, in the comments below, type in free report and I'll get this information out to you. Now, think about what I'm doing right now. I am doing a presentation to you. Did it cost me any money to do this presentation to you? $0. Okay, did I phone any of you? Did I call any of you and say, hey, I'm doing this webinar today? No, I'm doing this training live on Facebook right now. You came to me, okay? Now you've been pixeled and I can reach you very inexpensively through Facebook. You can use these same techniques, right? 100% of you came to me. I didn't have to chase you. I want to show you how to do this in your business. Right now, you could be presenting to buyers and sellers in your marketplace free of charge, just like I'm doing right now. How many of you would like to learn how to master marketing? How would you like to learn about direct response marketing to really, truly understand what target market in your marketplace? There are pieces of the market that would be way more profitable for you. Like when I first got into real estate, the neighborhood that I got my first listing in, the average price was around $800,000. Okay, and that became my farm area, like a dummy, just because that's where I got my first listing. That was my farm area. I knew nothing. But I start to study the marketplace a little bit. I go onto MLS and I realize that 10 minutes away, there's another neighborhood where the same number of homes sell every year. The days in the market are almost identical, but homes in this other marketplace are selling for 30% more. What that meant is I didn't have to sell any more houses in the other neighborhood and I would get a 30% raise. Okay, simple things like this. I want to show you how to study MLS, find the best opportunities for you. Now you know your target market. Okay, some of these target markets are going to be way more profitable for you than others. Once we know who your best who is, right? Your target market is your who. Right, that's a writer downer, by the way. Who is my best who? Once you know who your best who is, then we need to think about, well, what should I offer my best who? If I want to attract that type of fish, what does the bait need to be? Many of you right now are not using good bait. No one's biting on your bait. You can spend as much money as you want on marketing and advertising. If you've got a weak offer, your offer will, in fact, fall on deaf ears. Okay, so once we understand what your best target market is, then we go to work on testing different offers to find out which offer the target market responds to the best. Okay, then what are going to be the best ways to deliver that target market? My father's 82 years old. We're not going to reach my dad on Instagram. right? But I've got 3 kids. They're all on Instagram. None of them are on Facebook. Okay? If we want to reach home buyers and sellers in their 30s and 40s, we will find a lot of them on Facebook. If I want to reach my father who's 82 years old, I might reach him with direct mail or an ad in a print publication. So who we're trying to target, we need to identify this so we can decide what is the best offer and what is going to be the best media, okay, the best method of reaching your ideal prospect, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Instagram, whether it be LinkedIn, whether it be YouTube, whether it be direct mail. You see the list goes on and on and on. Folks, this is really not that complicated. How many of you would like to have a free call with me and my team? If you'd like to do a free call with my team and I would very quickly ask you a bunch of questions, and I would show you what I would do if I was you. Free of charge. It's not just a sales pitch, by the way, folks. I will give you good information. And if you like what I have to say and you decide you want to work with me on a longer term basis, I would love that. But no cost, no obligation. If you're not blown away after this phone call, you just keep doing what you're doing. You can keep all the information we share with you and you can go on your merry way and keep doing what you're doing. But what if this is true? What if spending an hour with my team and I, we can show you some strategies that you can try out for free, that you can start to use, and it makes a dramatic difference to your business. Okay, what if? It's very important to learn from people that have successfully done the thing that they're teaching you. See, in today's world, everybody's a real estate coach, right? Do you want to know what the qualifications are to be a real estate coach? All you simply have to say is, hey, guess what? I'm a real estate coach. There's gazillions of real estate coaches, self-proclaimed experts out there. Folks, nobody has created more millionaire real estate agents than I have. I can give you their names. You can contact them, okay? I made millions and millions of dollars every year actually selling real estate, not just talking about real estate. You want to know what most of these coaches do? They go rent themselves a fancy car, a Ferrari, Lamborghini, and they have some pictures of some nice houses, and that's their credibility, right? What they're selling you is, hey, look at how successful I am. I have all of these things. Don't be fooled by that, okay? You should spend some time actually doing some research, okay, on the credentials. Don't be just learning from anybody. Find out, did this person actually make millions of dollars doing the thing that they're teaching me to do? Because, folks, there's never been more fakers and pretenders and maybe outright frauds than right now. Everybody wants your money. What I want to do is a free call with you. Okay? This training here today was free. Let me know if you found this incredibly helpful. Smash the thumbs up, or even better, maybe the little heart. Give me a little heart there. Let me know that you enjoyed this type of training, because as soon as you smash the like button, if you like this page and you turn on notifications, we're going to make sure that our content is delivered to you. So whenever I go live, if you'd like to watch, if you found this helpful, we do a lot of training to help realtors. Remember, this costs nothing. It costs nothing for me to do this today. It costs nothing for you to watch this. But if this resonates with you, would you like to get more information? I have another option for you as well. Well, remember, if you want the free report on lead generation, on an inexpensive ways to generate leads, type in free report into the comments, free report. And here's the other thing I'd like to invite you to. This is my Facebook group, my business page. I've got something better for you guys. How many of you would like to be members of my private Facebook group? Again, it's free of charge. There's no obligation to do anything. But I'd like to introduce you to millionaire real estate agents that are sharing how what I taught them in this group. You're going to hear what they're doing. It's smart for me to do this, by the way, because if I introduce you to hundreds of real estate agents that are making millions of dollars using the Craig Proctor system, at some point you might think, well, all these people can't be wrong. I'm maybe interested in getting some more information on how Craig can help me. Okay, but there's no obligation to do anything. All I want to do is introduce you to people that are doing very, very well using the Craig Proctor system. So here's my invitation. If you would like to join my private Facebook group, just type into the comments below, private group. Okay, if you type into the comments below, private group, then someone on my team will get together with you and get you set up on the private group. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this today. I really want you guys to start doing this. Marketing it's not that complicated. Is there anything that I talked about here today that's complicated? It's not that complicated, and it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. In fact, if you're spending a lot of money and you're not getting a big return, you should immediately stop. Don't waste your money buying leads. Okay, don't abdicate marketing responsibility. Don't abdicate it. Okay, you need to learn it yourself. You are a marketer first and a real estate agent second. Think about this. You could be the best real estate agent in the world, but if you've got no one to sell to, you are going to starve to death. How many of you are a little bit frustrated because there are realtors in your marketplace that you know in your heart, they're not as good as you. Okay, they're not as skilled as you. They don't take care of the clients like you do. However, it's frustrating because they're doing better than you. And they're doing better than you, not because they're a better real estate agent, but because they've got better marketing. So let's fix that. Okay, that's what happened to me. I was a nobody. I was starving to death in year one. I almost decided to leave the business. I knew nothing about marketing. I'm doing all the stuff they taught me to do. And it's humiliating. And I'm failing at this. Cold calling. I'm in Toronto, folks. You know how cold it is this time of year? Knocking on doors. No. I almost made the decision to leave real estate. I am so glad that I became a student of direct response marketing. Direct response marketing means you're going to get an immediate direct response when you run your ads. And if that doesn't work, you change some of the components. What can you change? You can change your target market, you can change the offer, or you can change the media, the method of delivering your message to that piece of the marketplace. So there's a little bit of science to this, but I promise you, it's not that complicated, folks. So thank you so much for being here. Again, smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this. I hope you found this incredibly helpful. Make sure to join my private Facebook group, and we'll see you on the other side. Everyone have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's gonna let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.